previous class we were discussing about roots. So we have discussed two types of roots like radish. We have said that radish and carrot, these are roots, and we have also discussed the root of grass plant, and in that we have seen that the size of the roots are much more longer and much more spread out than the part of the grass which is above the ground. So the size of this grass is smaller than its roots. So basically we have two types of root system. Let us see. So we have two types of root system, the taproot system and the fibrous root system. So let us first discuss taproot system. So in taproot system, roots grow vertically downwards. As you can see in the picture also that these the roots which are growing vertically downwards, that is like this. So these roots are called taproot system. So you have like carrot, beetroot, or then you have radish. These are taproot system. These are, and whereas on the other hand the roots which grow in all the direction and they are much more spread out like the plant, grass plant that we have discussed in the class also. So these such kinds of roots are called fibrous root system. So we have two types of root system, taproot system and the fibrous root system. So let us discuss this unusual roots. Have you swung from a banyan tree? What did you hold to swing? What looks like the hanging branches are actually the roots of the tree. So the hanging structure which you see on a banyan tree is not the branches but the roots. So banyan tree is a special kind of tree which has roots, not which has hanging roots, and these roots looks like a thick rope, so you can swing from its branches. These grow down from the branches until they reach the ground. So as you can see in the picture also, these children are swinging from the branches, so from the roots of this tree. So these hanging structures are not the branches but the roots of this tree, and these roots are like pillars. So these roots are like pillars and they provide strong support to the tree. So these roots provide the strong support to this tree because the size of this tree is very big, so it needs certain kinds of support. So to provide the support to this tree, so this tree has hanging roots. The banyan tree also has roots under the ground just as the other trees. So this tree has the roots which are above the ground as well as the roots under the ground. So this tree has roots under the ground also, and these roots are also much more spread out and they are very long. Have you seen any tree which has roots growing from its branches? So we have just discussed that banyan tree and the mangroves. These trees you will find in coastal areas, and these trees also have hanging roots, and they help in preventing the soil erosion. They hold the soil firmly to the ground. There is a law against cutting trees. So do you know that? So there is a law you cannot cut or trim a tree. There was a tree growing close to a lamppost. The tree was so full of leaves that the light of the bulb was blocked. So they have taken an example and they are talking about a place, and they are saying that there was a tree which was there was a very big tree and which was full of leaves, and because the tree was very big, so it was blocking the bulb light. So the people felt that the branches of the tree needed to be trimmed. Before they do this, they need to take written permission from the government office. So if you want to cut a tree or if you want to trim a tree, then you have to take a written permission from the government. So without this written permission, you cannot cut or trim a tree. Let us do this. So here is an activity. Let us do this. For this, you would require a transparent glass tumbler or a bottle with a wide mouth and rubber band and thread, and then you need some seeds. So these can be of any kind: moong, wheat, bajra or mustard, chana or rajma. So any kind of seeds. Soak a few seeds overnight in a bowl full of water. So you have to soak the seeds in a bowl overnight. Take the wad of cotton wool and wet it. So then put it on the mouth of the tumbler. So you have to place the cotton wad here and you have to wet it. Tie it tight to the mouth with rubber band or thread. So you have to tie this wad tightly. Remove soaked seeds from the water and place them on the cotton wool. Then you have to take out the seeds from this bowl and then you have to place the seeds on this wet cotton wad. You will have to take care that the cotton wool does not dry. So you have to make sure that this cotton should always remain wet. Observe the changes that take place for the next 10 to 12 days. Did you observe the seedling come out of the seeds? Draw the picture of the seedling as it looks on the 4th and the 8th day. So on 4th and 8th day, you will find that when you will soak the seeds in the water, then what will happen? The size of the seed will start increasing. Okay, and after some time, like after one day, the seed will start sprouting and you will see a structure like this here. And on 8th day, then you will find that the sprout will rise and it will be growing like this. So let us try to understand this with the help of some pictures. So here in this picture you can see that this is the seed. So here this is the seed and this is the seed coat and this is the seed inside the seed coat, and after few days, when you will provide enough sunlight, when there will be enough sunlight and air and water, then the seed will start growing and you will see two types of structure. One will be growing upwards, vertically upwards, and the other one vertically downwards. Then the seed will look like, after few days you will see that the seedlings have started to grow, and here you can see that it is a plant. Now the seed has become a plant. So a seed requires, or a plant needs, air, water and sunlight to grow. So we need three things: water, sunlight and air. So these are the three things which are required by a plant to grow. So the first question says, what difference did you observe in the seed after soaking compared with dry seed and dried? So a dry seed, when you will soak a seed into water, when you will soak a seed, then you will observe that the size of the seed has started increasing, or you can say that the seed has started sprouting, whereas you will not see such kind of change in a dry seed. What do you think would happen if the cotton wool had been left dry? If the cotton wool will be dry, then the seed will not grow properly. As we have just discussed that a plant requires air, water and sunlight to grow. In which direction did the roots grow? So roots will grow vertically downwards, and the stem will grow vertically upwards. How big the plant grow in the cotton wool? So you can say about, if we're talking of, let's say, measurement, if we talk about if we say in terms of measurement, then we can say that about 6 6 6 to 5 to 6 centimeter. Did a small plant come out from the seeds? Yes. What is the color of the roots? So initially when you will see, so the color of the roots will be of white color, of white. Did you see any hair on the roots? Yes. Not initially, but after some time you will see. Try and put out one little plant from the cotton wool. Were you able to pull it out? Why? So if a plant has, if you will try to pull this plant, you will find it a little bit difficult, because the roots of the plant have hold the cotton because the roots have spread out and they have increased, so it becomes difficult to pull out the plant from the cotton wool. Did you see how the root grip the cotton wool? Do you think that the roots hold the soil in the same way? Also look at the plant grown by your friends. So yes, the the the, the roots of the plant hold the cotton wool firmly, as we have seen in the case of grass root. So the roots have grown, and the roots of the cotton wool, the roots in the cotton wool will hold the soil, hold the cotton in the same way. Do you know desert oak is a tree that is found in Australia? So this is a tree found in Australia. Let us see the location of Australia in world map. So here, so this is a globe. So here you can see India. So India is here and Australia is here. So this is north, east, west and south. Okay. So toward this side, so this is Australia, and desert oak is found here. It grows almost as tall as your classroom wall. It has very few leaves. So this tree has very few leaves. Guess now how deep its roots go down. Can you imagine how deep its roots would be? Imagine the length of about 30 such trees laid down in a line, end to end, one after another. That is how long the roots of this tree can be. So if you will put 30 trees like this, so the length of such 30 trees will be equal to the length of the root below the ground. So these roots go deep into the ground till they reach water. So these roots grow, and they grow until they reach the water. This water is stored in the tree trunk. Local people knew about this. When there was no water in the desert, the local people used to put a thin pipe into the trunk of the tree to drink this water. So in desert area, there is always a shortage of water. So when people face shortage of water, then what they do, they put a hole in the tree trunk, and they get the water from, and they put a thin pipe into the trunk of the tree to drink this water. Let us see the pictures now. So if you will put 30 trees on one like this, then the height or the length of such tree, this will be equal to the length of the roots. And this is how, so they have the local people of that in Australian continent, what they do, they put a pipe like this in the tree trunk and then they get the water from the tree trunk. So this is desert oak. As you can see the height of this tree compared to the other trees, and this is how people drink. So this is an animated picture. What grows? Arif and Rupali did the above activity. They saw the seedlings grow. When asked what are the things that grow, they had very different ideas about things that grow. So Arif made a list of the following. Let's see the Arif's list. So it contains leaves, munna, bud, puppy, nail, fish. Rupali's list had moon, tree, eye, means she herself, hare, watermelon, mosquito, and crow. What do you think? Which of these things listed by Arif and Rupali grow? So all the things. Like if you talk about moon, so actually moon, you must have seen the size of the moon changes each and every day. So from full moon to new moon. Okay, so there, so you size of the moon also changes. Like sometimes it increases and sometimes it decreases. So similarly tree, so you must have seen tree growing. Why don't you make your own list of things that grow? So you can write nail, cat, dog. So you can make your own list. Your list can include the names of things that are in Arif's and Rupali's list. So you can use so many. You can write a few of the things which grow. Think about yourself. In what ways have you changed over a period of time? Have you grown in any way? Yes, your physical appearance or your height has increased. Now, has your height increased? How much taller have you grown in the last 1 year? So 1 year may you must have seen a change in your height. So you can write here. Imagine that you had never cut your nails. Draw a picture of your finger in the notebook to show how they would have looked. So you can say, you can make a picture if you would not have if you would not have cut your nails, so how longer they could have been. So you can draw the picture. What other parts of your body keep growing? So like hair, if we do not cut our hair, so it will grow. So you can write other parts also if you think. Okay. So we eat different parts of a plant. So in this chapter we have discussed that we eat that the radish and the carrot that we eat are actually not the fruits or vegetable, but these are the roots. So similarly we eat different parts of the plant, like cauliflower that you eat is actually the flower, of a plant. Okay. Similarly, apple is a fruit, and the piece that you eat is the actually the seed. Okay. And cabbage, this cabbage is a leaf, and this we have already discussed that root. You also eat stem, and this is sugar cane. So sugar cane is the stem. So this is the stem. So in this chapter we have discussed that we eat different parts of the plant, like stem, roots, flower, seeds, leaf. Okay, so this is all. So we have discussed this chapter in detail. So this is all. Thank you very much.